Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I did mention a bunch of videos ago that I was going to be doing this. It's going to be the top products I use pretty much in every video behind the scenes that you may not necessarily see. It's going to be things like lash curlers and tweezers and the things that I pretty much consistently need every single time I do my makeup, but you don't necessarily see it. I did a similar video, which I will link right here. It was like my top 10 beauty products I can't live without. Some of these items are mentioned in there. I will link that, but this one was a little more dedicated for beginners. So I am also going to link the Makeup 101 playlist I've been doing, which is all about intro level videos for people who may not know what lash curler to pick up or what kind of glue they want to use to keep their lashes on. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and please don't forget to subscribe because I do upload twice a week, and that is the best way to stay up to date on all the fun stuff I'm posting. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So this is the second video I'm filming today, so my face could use a little bit of a refresh. So I'm going to grab a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to reinvigorate the face, and then jump in with product number one, which you have seen. This is the giant fan that I use pretty much all the time. Every time I do my makeup, this is what I use just to make sure that my setting spray gets locked in and everything dries up pretty quickly. I do have two of these. These I got from Swish Embassy. One I did get as a gift, but it is also Swish Embassy. They are huge. They open really quickly. They close really quickly. They're great for costumes, but for me, it's not about the costume. It's about being able to dry my setting spray really quickly and have everything lock into the face. I also like to use it when I put my lashes on. I'll open it up and I'll kind of like close the eye and look up a little bit, and this will blow the lash up. It's a drag queen tip that they'll take a blow dryer to make sure their lashes don't fly off. I will use this because it'll make the lashes go up, it'll make them flare out the way they're supposed to, but it'll also make sure that it's glued on right, because if I feel it kind of lifting, I know that my lash has to get back in. Next item, speaking of lashes, is my lash glue. This is the Ardell Duo Brush On Adhesive. I am like that way done. This is my second vial ever. It takes forever to go through. Take a tiny bit, paint it on your lashes. I will also link my entire lash video where I do talk about all the stuff I use lash specific, but this stuff is magical. When I use the House of Lashes glue, I feel like when I take it off, I'm ripping off my lashes. Every lash glue I use, it either doesn't hold enough or it holds too much. This one is perfect. I feel like most of these items are actually for lashes because I tend to do a lot of things on camera. The next is my Shiseido Lash Curler. This, I've gone through so many lash curlers before I settled on this one. I've had this one for almost 2 years, and other than changing out the little like doohickey that you insert, and cleaning it, of course, this is the only one I use. I haven't had to repurchase it. I hadn't had to get a new one. This is my lash curler. So it is from Shiseido. I will link all this stuff down below, but I find it gets very close to my lashes and it will get my lashes to stand straight up when I'm not wearing falsies. When I am wearing falsies and I do apply them, I did talk about this before, but this is from Sonia Kashuk. It is the Lash Crimper. I will take this and I will use it just to gently squeeze my lashes and the fake lashes together. It just helps to make them even less clockable. What a lot of people like to do is they will go in with their mascara and they will finesse it between their lashes and the false lash to help them stick together. I refuse to do that because it actually breaks down your lashes and they don't last as long. You think about, you have all these little hairs and now you are putting mascara on them and you're not necessarily using makeup cleanser to clean your lashes. So if you are, you're ruining the band and the adhesive, so they're gonna fall apart. And if you don't, you have janky mascara covered lashes. So I would rather go onto my lashes with mascara, put on my falsies, and then while the mascara is still tacky, just clamp them together so that my lashes will be adhered, but they're not gonna start like getting all gunky and covered in mascara. And from Tarte, these are the Tartist tweezers. These are what I use to apply my lashes. Again, in the lash video, you're gonna see all of this stuff over again. I did just wanna reiterate because we have had a lot of new people join us, and if you haven't, I'm gonna reiterate, subscribe, because that's how I know that you're liking the material I am doing. Anyway, these are the lash tweezers. I like that they are flat because I can get right into where the lashes are. I can pinch and move and manipulate them without feeling like I'm gonna stab myself in the eye. This isn't lash specific. I use it for a million things, but this a standard spoolie. This one is from Aesthetica. I did get it in a BoxyCharm. What I love about just having a spoolie on hand is it's great for once you're done with your lashes or your brows, and you know how sometimes you get powder in them when you're touching up? You can literally just comb through your brows, get any powder out. I will take this and use it to like finesse my fake lashes. Sometimes you'll see like a cluster of lashes gets a little janky. if you just take your spoolie and gently glide through them, you can actually fluff up your false lashes. You can use it to reinvigorate your regular lashes. I do not use this after I put on mascara though. For that, I use this from Morphe. It is the B71. Looks like a little comb, and I will take this once I put mascara on, and I'll just take this at the base and wiggle it through my lashes, and it'll just help to separate the lashes, get rid of any clumps, especially if I'm trying a new mascara and I start to see it's clumping. This is the perfect thing for just getting in and pulling out those clumps without having to either take off all your mascara or have it transfer and hit your lid and suddenly ruin your look. Nothing is worse than when you're just about done, you throw on your mascara, and you ruin your entire look. So this is one of those tools that I like to use just to make sure my mascara gets perfected. Next, from Laneige Beauty, this is the Lip Sleeping Mask. I picked this up in a 4-pack. It was one full size, which is the berry, and then 3 minis, one in green apple, one in grapefruit, and one in vanilla. This is the green apple one. I do keep this one in my studio. One's in my bathroom, one's next to my bed, and one's in my car. I use this all the time to prep my lips, especially if I'm going with a matte lipstick. One of the biggest issues that people think about matte lipsticks is that they're drying and they make your lips flake and they make your lips crusty looking. That only happens if you're not properly prepping your lips. I exfoliate my lips with the Jeffree Star Lip Scrub. I don't have that with me because it's actually in my bathroom. I use the watermelon flavor, but I do like to take that every few days just to exfoliate the lips and help to get rid of any abrasions. But then I use this pretty much every single night, even throughout the day. Like if I'm not wearing a lipstick and my lips just feel a little dry, I throw a little bit of this on and my lips just feel hydrated and beautiful and happy. And the last item, this is from Sephora and Vera Mona. It is a color switch. This is one of the best inventions ever because I'll go in with an eyeshadow, I will start packing a pigment in. You know how we get into those routines where we love like the same brush? I'll want to use this for 3 different shades. You swirl your brush in here, and what it does is just removes any pigment that's left on the brush. So now I did a little swirl. This brush is now free of pigment that I could go in this brush into any other shade, start blending, start doing whatever, and I'm not gonna ruin the eye look because it's a clean brush. Sometimes we don't have time to go in with our Cinema Secrets or our brush cleanser, or, I mean, I have 1,000 brushes, but I find that I use the same, like, few eye brushes for every look. So I used this today, and I used it with dark browns. If I wanna do like a monochromatic, glittery pink look, that's gonna muddy the pink. So if I use something like this, I can clean this off in between cleanses so that I can go in with a fresh, clean brush, pack on whatever color I want, and don't have to worry about the colors from a previous look getting muddy. This is great. Like, I have so many brushes that I could probably not clean my brushes for a month and never have to use the same set of eye brushes. Maybe not a month, maybe like 2 weeks. I do have a lot. But for normal people who don't have thousands of brushes, if you go in with just the same brushes every day and you necessarily don't have time to really clean your brushes often, this is great for just being able to go back and forth between shades without getting muddy looks or ruining what you're planning on doing because you're throwing on like old shadow from an old look on top of a new color. And that's it. These have been my top products that you really don't see because I pretty much only use them behind the scenes. I hope this was informative, especially for those of you who are looking to find a new lash tweezer or lash curler or spoolie or whatever the hell kind of brush you call this. But I hope this was helpful. If it was, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let me know down below, what are your like secret weapon items? Things that you don't necessarily show off or people don't necessarily know you use, but like, you know, if you didn't have this random thing right here, you couldn't do your makeup. Let me know down below and I will see you next time. Bye.